Hey everyone, and welcome to another weekly wrap-up brought to you by The Know. Now, I really didn't want to talk about impeachment this week, but we're living through a major historical moment, so I think it was really important that we address it. So basically, after the Senate voted that an impeachment trial for a former president was in fact constitutional, the trial opened earlier this week, with Democrats making their case for impeachment. They used never-before-seen video and audio footage as part of their testimony, and it detailed the terror inside the Capitol on January 6th. You could see rioters running through the halls screaming, "Hang Mike Pence," and while inside the chamber house, the House chaplain was saying a prayer, and members of Congress were calling and texting their loved ones. It was awful, and it's really hard to watch, but it's important. So if you haven't seen it yet, I'm including links below, and I urge you guys to watch it. The Democrats also outlined the history of Trump's calls to violence and his refusal to concede the election. They argued that Trump, quote, built this mob and directed them to the Capitol. They used evidence from the rioters themselves to demonstrate a connection between Trump's words and then their actions. So, this morning, the president's defense team took the floor. The crux of their defense is going to lie in these arguments. Number one, it's unconstitutional to impeach a president who is no longer in office. Number two, the president's words did not cause the violence. And number three, the president's speech is protected by the First Amendment. Now, one of Trump's attorneys referred to the trial as a, quote, politically motivated witch hunt. In reference to argument number two, that his words didn't cause the violence, he emphasized the word fight. So he played Trump's speech, and then he showed a montage of video footage of top Democrats across the country using very similar language. We're gonna fight. This is the fight for our lives. We have to fight for our country. All that stuff. His point, to fight, is a metaphor that all politicians use. So how can we say that it's okay when some use it and it's not okay when others do? My personal takeaway from all of this and watching it is honestly, the entire system is to blame. Politics has become so vile and so toxic that we don't even have a threshold anymore to measure what is acceptable and decent behavior. And this didn't start with Trump. So regardless of the outcome of the trial, which we actually might know as soon as this weekend, our country has some serious soul searching to do if we're gonna find a path forward that works at actually uniting rather than destroying us. Because if we continue down this road, there will be no winners. This video was made in partnership with The Know, which is a weekly newsletter delivered straight to your inbox with politics in under 5 minutes. Subscribe at theknow.io. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week.